Double, double, toil and trouble. Look at how the cauldron bubbles. Ooh. Hey, this is Megan.
And Sue in the restricted section.
Today we are going to be doing a spooky favorites video.
Yay!
Because we fucking love Halloween.
Yep. And we're drinking. I couldn't really find a good spooky beer to drink that we hadn't already had on the channel. So we got this S'more Stout from Big Muddy Brewing. And it's got like a Sasquatch on it.
Sam Squanch.
Sam Squanch. And the guys at the liquor store advised me to keep my expectations low. So we will. Let's try it.
Let's do. I can understand their advisement.
Yeah. I can taste the s'moreness.
Yeah.
But it's also got like a bad taste mixed in there.
It's flat.
Yeah, that might have been, maybe I poured it badly.
No, I don't. I think it's more flat than a bad pour would account for.
Do not recommend.
Do not want in the mouth.
Okay.
So anywho.
So let's get into our favorites. What should we start with?
I think that let's talk about something we both have a passion for.
Okay.
Which is dark lipstick.
Yes. Yes. Some of my favorite dark lipsticks I have here with me. You probably can't see very well because of the lighting and and we're really far away from the camera. Maybe I'll put in some like clips.
Oh,
try and put in like some swatches or
swatches
something
in there. Yeah.
This is really loud.
This is a really intense potion we're brewing here.
But I've got one of my favorites is Abused by Jeffree Star, and it's a navy blue. Nice. And I like that one a lot. And then I also have these two from Lime Crime, and one of them is black, and it's called Black Velvet. And one of them is gray. It's sort of a little bit darker gray, and it's called Cement. Nice. So those are two of my faves, or three of my faves.
It's brewing. It's.
Then I also have this really dark purple called Nevermind, and that's from ColourPop Cosmetics. Which is really cheap also, and smells like cupcakes.
Yeah, like $5 a stick. And yeah.
And more. There's this brighter purple from Zombie Cosmetics called Three Witches.
Nice.
Perfect.
Perfect.
These two, which aren't dark, but this one makes me look like a corpse, and I like that.
We like, yes.
And it's called Josephine, and it's by Makeup Monsters. I was wearing it in the Fall Time Cozy Time tag that we just did.
Correct.
And then I also like this orange one from Lime Crime, which is called Squash. And it's just a straight up orange, and I actually wear it a lot.
You do, and it looks really good. I like it.
Yeah, but that's all I have. Sorry, I like lipstick.
I like lipstick too
a lot.
I have an entire like caboodle for my lipstick, and so but I picked 3 out because I didn't want to
go on forever like I did.
Well, no, you didn't go on forever. I just didn't want to go overboard. So I have 2 cheap lipsticks that I really like and 1 expensive one. So I have this one from NYX, which is Ultra Dare, and it's a matte lipstick. It's gray. this in our fall cozy time book tag. I really like it. And then I have Bull Chic from ColourPop, and this is a black lipstick. And it smells like cupcakes, and it's only $5, and it's awesome.
Yeah, ColourPop is pretty awesome.
It's pretty legit. And then this is my pricier option. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills, which I feel like you have to say that way. And it's called Poison, and it's a liquid lipstick, and it's actually dark purple, but it looks black. So it's like super, super dark purple.
Yeah.
But I love this.
Let's talk about some movies.
Oh, let's talk cinema.
Cinema. I have, again, like, I can't make decisions. I just can't make decisions. So I have a whole stack. Halloween. This is Halloween H2O. I don't know the first Halloween for some reason, but this is my favorite, like, slasher movie, or just horror movie in general franchise is Halloween. Love it. The original ones, not the shitty Rob Zombie ones. Fuck those.
Fuck those. Those suck.
Do you want to do one next?
Sure. One of my top 10 favorite movies of all time is The Shining, but like the original, like Stanley Kubrick with Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall. Yes.
There is?
It's fucking terrible.
I didn't even know that existed.
I think they did it as like a mini series.
Oh.
And it's god awful. But no, this one with Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall it's really going.
Much louder than I.
Sublimating. Science and shit. But yeah, I love this movie. This movie like actually creeped me out and still creeps me out. I don't like horror movies really, but I do love this one. So, The Shining.
Next I have another slasher pick, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Again, just a great franchise. This is the third movie, Dream Warriors. I have the first one, but it's on VHS. I didn't bring it. And look, it's got little Patricia Arquette in it, and that's Morpheus.
Oh, that is Morpheus.
Lawrence Fishburne is in this movie. There's so many actors who got their start in horror movies.
That's interesting. I've never seen any of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's in the first one.
Is he?
That was his movie debut.
Did not know.
Yeah, so I love A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's just a really fun one. Like, Freddy. Such a fun killer. Such a fun serial killer.
Next, I said Beetlejuice. This is like a fun...
a favorite of mine.
Love it. This is not really scary. It's like a spooky, fun Halloween movie. I love this movie so much. I think Michael Keaton is like brilliant as Beetlejuice, and I love it. I watch it pretty much every year. This one and The Shining I watch every year on Halloween.
Next, another classic slasher franchise. The Friday the 13th movies. Again,
Also,
just
have
fun
never
slashers.
seen
What the fuck?
I haven't seen Halloween. I haven't seen Nightmare on Elm Street. I have not seen Friday the 13th. I feel like I am disappointing Sue right now.
It's funny because I'm usually the one who hasn't seen shit, but I mean, I've seen a lot of horror movies. I'm not like I call myself a fan of horror movies because I've seen more horror movies than most other kinds, but I still haven't actually seen that many horror movies, really, because I just don't watch movies in general a whole lot.
That's fair. Next, again, not scary, but fun and spooky, Ghostbusters. I have the 1 and 2 set, but we're going to pretend like 2 doesn't exist.
I like Ghostbusters too.
Do you?
I do. I like when they're in the Statue of Liberty. I said your love. That was me. That was why I started dancing.
Yeah.
No. I've ever been lifted before.
No, I haven't seen the second one in forever. But no, I love Ghostbusters 1. I quote it a lot. Like Ray, when someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. Love it.
Alright, my next one isn't really a horror movie, but it is definitely very dark, and that's Repo, the Genetic Opera. This is really more of a drama. I went into it thinking it was going to be a horror movie because of the description, and also because it's made by the people who made Saw. But it's really not at all. I mean, a little, I guess, but it's mostly a drama, I think, but I just really love it. I think it's such a cool movie. And it's got Paris Hilton's face falls off in it, literally.
I can't think of a better thing to happen.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's got that guy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer that everyone loves in it.
Oh, is it Angel?
No, the older guy.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Anthony Stewart Head. And it's got Ogre from Skinny Puppy in it.
Oh.
So,
there you go.
There you go.
Why don't you go again with the movies?
Yeah, I've got a lot. This one's not an especially good movie, but I really enjoy it, and it's Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci and Christopher Walken. I just like it. I don't know.
I haven't seen it in ages, but the thing that I remember about it was Christopher Walken's teeth.
Yeah, he had pointy, really fucked up.
That creeped me out. I do remember that.
And then another horror classic, Evil Dead. Great, cheesy horror movie. I love it.
I don't know that I've seen it.
It's great. It's got like kind of zombie-ish people in it though, so you might get really creeped out by it.
Zombies scare the shit out of me. And then for my last movie, I picked Dracula, the Bela Lugosi classic. I had not seen this until recently, actually.
Me too. I just watched it last week.
Yeah, I watched it a couple months ago. For the time that it was made, it was actually, I thought it was pretty good. There was a lot of like intense staring though.
Yes.
Like,
and it'd just be him being like,
yeah.
and then it'd cut away before anything actually happened.
But I dug it. I like it.
And my last one is a cult classic. And that's The Crow.
Has a really good soundtrack.
It does. But I really enjoy it. I just like the story. It's a cool movie, I think.
I haven't seen it. I just know it has a good soundtrack. I've heard the soundtrack and I like it.
And I mean, there's also, everyone gets fascinated with it because he died making the movie.
That's right, he did.
Shall we move on to
Some books?
My first one, this one actually isn't scary at all. It's kind of the opposite of scary because it explains like it's The Science of Monsters, The Origins of the Creatures We Love to Fear by Matt Kaplan. I read this earlier this year, and the first half of it was not that interesting in my opinion, but the second half where he's talking about like demons and vampires and ghosts and stuff like that, I found really interesting. He's talking about the real life things that would have caused people to perhaps create these types of monsters.
Okay.
Like he talks about, for vampires, like disease was one thing he talks about because they, back then they didn't know
what spread.
Yeah, what spread disease. He talks about in relation to ghosts and demons. He talks about sleep paralysis. So stuff like that.
I have Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematory by Caitlin Doty. This book isn't really creepy or anything, but it does talk about her experiences like working in the death industry and in a crematory and what goes on with a person's body like once they die. So it's kind of in keeping with this theme, but we actually went and saw her give a little talk and do a book signing. Yeah. Which was really cool.
Yeah, and she's a great speaker, and she was also very nice.
Super nice, very like real and down to earth, and here's my little, she drew a little skull on there, which is cool.
She spelled my name wrong, but that's okay.
But that's fine. We still really like her. Yeah. Yeah, so I would recommend that book.
Alright, and then my other book I want to talk about is Let Me In.
Yes.
/ Let the Right One In by John Ajvide Lindquist. And this book, it's just so creepy. There's the scene, if you watched Megan's recent Spooky Reads, what did you call it?
Yeah, like Spooky Reads,
Spooky Reads of 2016 video. She talked about a really creepy, disturbing scene in this book. But for the most part, the book is more about like the relationship between these two characters, Oscar and Eli. Yeah. The vampire girl. So it's kind of, it was just a really great book all around because it's got the creep factor, but it's also like goes a little deeper than just being scary.
It does. And there's a lot of like random weirdness that happens in it. It's a really good read, I think.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
The other book that I'll talk about is not one that I have a physical copy of. It's on my Kindle. But I can't talk. World War Z is a really good, it's a really interesting take on a zombie novel because it's like kind of after the fact, and so it's like a reporter going around interviewing people about like their experiences in the zombie apocalypse. So it was a really interesting take, and I thought it was well done.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I love that book. All right, shall we move on to some like random accessories or whatever shit?
Let's
Just
do
random shit.
Yeah, let's go on to random shit.
Okay, so my first one is this collection of nail polishes from an indie brand called Chirality Nail Polish. I'll link their shop down below if you want to check them out. The
awesome.
owners are really nice. Yeah, they're probably my
awesome.
favorite indie brand of nail polish because I found that they're really good quality as well. Because sometimes with indie brands, like,
It's kind of iffy on the quality.
Yeah. They have this line called the Serial Killer, but cereal...
like breakfast cereal.
And so I'll try to get some like up close shots of these so you can see them better, but this one's called Gacy Charms, and they all have like a milky white base, like you know, milk in your cereal, and this one has all kinds of like random glittery like stars and hearts and all kinds of shit in it.
Fun stuff.
This one is probably my favorite name of them, but it's Special BTK. And it's got red glitter in it. And then this one is also awesome, and it's Applejack the Ripper.
Nice.
And so it's got green glitter along with, I think, white as well and silver. And then there's others. I only brought these 3, but I also have Raisin Bean. That's purple glitter. Nice. There's Starkweather Pops.
And Dahmer Crunch.
That one's yellow, and Dahmer Crunch.
Because I have Dahmer Crunch.
I don't have Dahmer Crunch, I don't think, but it's like a dark blue glitter, right?
Yeah.
It's not like navy blue.
Yeah.
And
my favorite chirality though, or chirality is, I think it's called Saska. And it's like a black holographic polish. That was my favorite nail polish of all time. My first random thing, I will go with, this. I love this song year round, but during Halloween I have to listen to it all the time. I think I made Sue listen to it like 3 times in the car the other day, but, and that's Bela Lugosi's Dead by Bauhaus. I really like Bauhaus. They were like, I think kind of one of the first like gothic bands. They kind of, I don't know, started it, or I don't know, they were like in the beginning. They were in the 80s, I think late 70s, early 80s, and I just really love them. I love Peter Murphy is really what I love, because I like his solo stuff, I think, more than his stuff when he was with Bauhaus. But anyway, Bela Lugosi's Dead is a really good Halloween song, and also Peter Murphy performed that upside down, like a bat, and that song is like 10 minutes long. It's like 9 or 10 minutes long. And if you watch, like, there are videos on YouTube of his performance, and like, even like fairly recently-ish, he still performs it upside down.
yeah, that's crazy.
It's absurd, and it's awesome.
Next random favorite for me, I'm gonna go with my little bat purse.
Love your bat purse.
It's a little bat, and
That's cute.
yeah. This is from, the brand is Sleepyville Critters, and they have all kinds of other little animals. They're not all spooky. They have
Like a kitty and an owl.
They have kitties and deer and owls, and I have a flamingo one as well. But my bat one, I use it year round.
Always.
Like, I use all this stuff year round.
Same.
Like, I had so much spooky stuff that it was very hard for me to narrow down some favorites, but I absolutely love this purse. It's great for, like, if you're going out to a bar or something, because it's small, so it's not going to take up a bunch of space at your table, and it's also has a long strap, so you can wear it crossbody. I was going to put it on, but I have this giant hat on. I forgot.
Big ass hat.
So it's really convenient for that too, but I just thought the little bat was so cute.
That's so cute.
Love it.
I have this really boss candle, and it is a skeleton candle. We keep this out year round just because We like it. But when you light it, there's like red wax in here, like inside, and it makes the skeletons like bleed out their eyes and stuff. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, we keep this out year round. We bought it during Halloween, but we use it as home decor.
Alright, my next random thing. I have these hair bows. I bought these at Walmart this year, actually, this season. And they're little bows and they have zombie hands so cute on them. I was wearing them in a video. Maybe it was my September wrap up and October TBR. I think that's what it was. And then I have these other bows that I bought a long time ago, and they're also kind of zombie themed.
They're so cute.
They're green and they have brains on them.
Cute little brains. I also have this little book necklace that I made. I found like a tutorial about how to make these and I fell in love with it, so I made a bunch of them. And one of them was this, but this is the handbook for the recently deceased from Beetlejuice.
And I have a necklace as well, and it's this cool vampire mouth necklace. But I like to wear stuff like that. I like to juxtapose. Like,
yes, you do.
Really, like if I'm wearing a really nice,
like light
girlish
color
outfit or something, I'll put something like this with it, just to let people know not to fuck with me.
Sue will wear like a really pretty like white lace sundress, and then she'll wear like black lipstick and a pentagram. Just so you know, don't fuck with Sue.
Yeah, right. That's my favorite thing to do.
She's very good at that. I love it.
Like right now I'm wearing a pentagram, very subtly wearing a pentagram with this cute little
and a bright
Peter Pan collar shirt.
Yeah.
You know,
it's perfect. Next I have, my husband and I made these wands, these wizardy wands. We're nerds. We wanted our own Harry Potter wands, and so we made some. And he made his from epoxy, and it's like black and gnarled. It's very cool. And then I made mine from clay and tried to do like a cool carve on the handle, but I'm not super talented at that sort of thing, so it is what it is. And tried to make it look like wood. But yeah, so we made our own wizardy wands. The core of my wand is dog hair. It's the hair of the Sasha.
Here's another random favorite of mine, and I just bought this at the Spirit Halloween store like last week.
And it's so
cute. It's this little fucking adorable Funko Pop Freddy Krueger keychain.
So
and I think
cute.
he's so precious. Just the cutest little psycho killer I've ever seen.
It's adorbs.
I love him.
Next is another thing that we made. We had kind of a Harry Potter themed wedding, and so for the wedding we made some potion bottles. We just got some bottles from the thrift store, and my husband had these really cool like potion labels, and so we just kind of put random shit in the bottles and then sealed the top with what looks like wax but is actually hot glue.
Oh,
yeah.
You guys are so crafty.
We's crafty as fuck.
For some music, I don't have the album because he's fairly indie and I don't know where to find the album. But Harley Poe is one of my favorites. If you saw my playlist book tag, there is a song by him in it called That Time of the Month, which is about, it's really about his girlfriend being on her period. But he
That's pretty horrific.
He you know, talks about it like she's a werewolf. Which is really funny. But he has an album called Satan, Sex, and No Regrets, I think is the name of it, and that's a really great album, I think. He sings about really creepy, kind of disturbing things, but in a really upbeat,
happy, bouncy
song. And I just really enjoy it. I listen to him year round, but he is perfect for Halloween.
Next is kind of a theme that I have in my house.
Yes.
My husband is a biologist, and so he likes to rearticulate skeletons. So there are lots of bones in my house. I have a built-in china cabinet, which is actually right here, and it is full of bones and dead things. So we have a few jars of bones that are just random random things in here. We also have a lamp that we made from a cow. It's a cow pelvis and spinal cord, and we just ran the cord up through it and put a bulb on top.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, we just really like creepy stuff, and we like it all year round.
Let's revisit this beer. It's not good.
Not good.
I not good.
Finished it.
I still haven't finished mine. It has a really bad aftertaste.
It does.
Like the same taste you have in your mouth after you puke.
Yeah, it does. It's really acidic. It's not good whatsoever. Not good.
I mean, it's not like the worst beer ever, but it's not worth it.
No.
Luckily, it was cheap. I was only like $6 something. I paid like $6 for it.
Okay.
So I should have known.
It's a side.
But it's not great. Don't recommend it. Sounds delicious. It has a Sam's Squanch on it, so my hopes were high, but luckily the guys at Brown Derby warned me.
Right, they did. Thank you, Brown Derby.
Thank you, guys at Brown Derby.
They've never steered me wrong.
Yeah.
Never not.
We're such regulars there that the people are like, hey, how's it going?
Hey, you.
Yeah, they're both really nice.
I walked into the one close to my house, and I hadn't been there in a second, and they were like behind the counter, and they're like, I wish one of our favorite customers would come in right now. And I was like, here I am. And then we had like a celebratory moment, and it was embarrassing.
We drink too much.
We drink too much.
Is the conclusion to the story.
That's the bottom line of that story. So, there you go.
All right, so let's wrap this up. This is going to be a long ass video.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's our favorites.
Those are our creepy favorites.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah.
If you're still watching.
If you're still here, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be links below where you can find both of us other places on the internet.
Correct. And if you're not already subscribed to us, there's a subscribe button.
We'll put a spell on you.
And then you'll be mine. And we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.